Well, influence means for me responsibility. So I'm here to work for the European citizens, for the ones who elected me. So this is really important for me, and I want to make sure that they can trust me. And for me, influence is not a one-way street, but I have to earn the trust of my voters, and I hope I can do that by delivering on the digital and green transformation within Europe. I think when we look at the last year, for me the biggest achievement really is delivering on the Renewable Energy Directive, because when Putin invaded Ukraine, we had to change our energy system. We were relying heavily on gas, and we were able to achieve a new independence by agreeing to new rules with regards to renewable energy. So we will speed up the process for building renewable energy sources in the European Union, and we will become more independent. So for me, really, getting rid of the dependence from Russia and getting renewable energy sources to the grid is one of the main achievements in the last year. So some thrive to short messages, and they do that because short messages mirror very good with the European citizens. But I think this is not the right way, because our work here is complex and simple answers are dangerous. So for me, it's about explaining the complexity in easy words, but not denying that there is a complex question which needs a complex answer. And populists and others are searching for the easy, for the short answer they can put on social media, but that's not what we are here to work for. We have to deliver, and I'm really happy that more people in Europe, looking for example at Poland, are realizing that parties who advocate for short answers will not solve their problems. So for me, it's not about a short answer, but about the correct one and explaining the complexity of our system. Absolutely. So we have to understand what our citizens are asking for, and as I said, influence is a responsibility. It's a responsibility to listen and to find solutions which work for the vast majority of Europeans. And that's not very easy, and sometimes you really have to explain why you came to a certain decision. Yes. Well, for me personally, at the moment, it's the platform Twitch, because I'm using it for a live exchange with my voters, with citizens, and it's not about just communicating to them. So I'm not delivering a message, but it's about the interaction. So the viewers will interact in the chat, so I can pick up their questions and address them directly, and this is really a new way of exchanging information. When it comes to journalists, of course, Twitter or X is still a very relevant platform. And my answer would have been a year ago, X is still the most relevant platform. But with Elon Musk, this platform is really going to be ruined, and it's more a platform for hatred at the moment, and not for exchange of information. So there will be other platforms replacing X. I'm quite sure Mastodon might be one. Maybe Blue Sky will win the race. We will see. But for me personally, for the exchange, for meeting people, it's at the moment Twitch. Well, I think at the moment it's still somewhat relevant, and if I put a quote there, it's picked up more often and more frequently by journalists compared to a message, for example, on Blue Sky. But I think that Elon Musk really, he is not only but I think the problem is that Elon Musk really uses the platform to become some kind of disinformation machine, and hence we more and more serious users will leave the platform. And yeah, there is a change, but of course I can't predict if Mastodon will make the race, or will win the race, or maybe it's Blue Sky, maybe it's Threads, which is not available in Europe at the moment, but we will see. But I'm pretty sure that there will be another platform instead of X, yes. So for me, it's key to deliver on the main fields of the Environmental Committee, where I'm the coordinator for my group. We have a lot of files ongoing, for example, in the pharma legislation, but also when it comes to delivering on combating the climate crisis. We are still not done yet. So there there are many files and I really want to deliver on these files so that we can go to the votes next year and explain to our citizens that we have been really doing our work here. We were not just sitting lazy at our desks.